Hi guys, it's Michelle Patterson here with Angel Souls, and these are your December 2015 and 2016 overview readings. And for this time, I'm going to be using a whole bunch of different decks depending on your sign, but definitely for the month of December, I will be pulling a color card from the Ina Segal Secret Language of Color Oracle card deck, and then I might be using for your sign. I think I'll be using these for the year, I think, for 2016, because it just feels right. So the Angel Chatter Archangel Oracle deck by Christine Alexandria, who you know I love. So there's that one. Maybe the Magdalene Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno, because there's a lot of stuff to read here at the end of the year, so I want to have like lots of different decks so it doesn't get boring, right? And we don't have a whole lot of like repeating cards and things like that. So also the Angel Feather Oracle by Michelle Newton, or maybe the Angel Therapy Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. And if you would like a personal reading with me, this is a very busy time of the year for me. I'm going to keep that wait time at 20 days. I know people have a problem with that already, and I get it. You know, it's kind of, you know, having to wait 3 weeks for a reading. I know that can get a little like, come on. But there are people out there who have year-long wait lists. Oh, yes. So, yeah, so if you want to get in line for a reading, go ahead and do that. It's angelsouls444.com. Go to the services page. And of course, if you would like to support me on Patreon, I will leave all that information down below. Oh, I also wanted to mention the artwork behind my head. This is from Sonia Shannon. I don't know if you can see it all that well with my big head in the way. It's really beautiful, and she even has a message going around the border. I highly recommend that you check her out, and I will leave her website down below as well. So let's get to it. Hi there, Taurus. Let's see what's going on for you for December 2015 and also for the year of 2016. But first we're going to do the monthly. So let me just focus on your energy for December 2015. There's a card that wants to come out. Restored health and healing. For some of you, that's a really big deal. Maybe there's something you've been struggling with. You know, health and healing too can also have something to do with addictions. So if something, like it could even be addiction to your routine. You know what I mean? I do that, especially when I used to work in corporate America. I used to get really in a routine of what kind of breakfast I would have every day. It was real stupid. Like, I don't know, I can't even get into it, but like I was just like, there's something not right about this. I've had the same breakfast for about 3 months in a row, and yeah, it got like kind of silly. But like, you know, I'm giving you a silly example for what we're talking about here, but for you it might just be, you know, little obsessive compulsive kind of behaviors or whatever, and those things can really be limiting because you're putting your energy on, you know, worry and, you know, and having this compulsion to have to do things over and over again, or whatever kind of compulsion you might be have been dealing with. It feels like there's a lot of healing coming through in December, so that's great. All right. Oh, we got a beautiful reading here for you. I like it. Okay, so the first card up we have is Emerald Green Angel Feather. Restored health and healing. The healing angels have heard your prayers for improved health. They send healing rays of green light that will assist you or loved one to heal physical and mental conditions. So all that stuff you've been working towards, the solutions that you need, they're going to start presenting themselves now. This might even be you finding the right doctor. Do you know what I mean? The right person to help you. Whatever it is that you've been really wanting, and it just feels like you've been really stuck. You know what I mean? Especially 2015. It just feels like 2015 was kind of like, I've always been healthy, and then for whatever reason this year I got sick a lot of times, or, you know, I've always been healthy, but for whatever reason this year I just gained a lot of weight. You know, what's going on here? December 2015 is going to be showing you the solution for that. Now that might carry over into 2016, you know, where you're, don't attach this to the resolution thing. Does that make sense? I mean, you can do that if that strikes your fancy, okay, fine. But this feels more like you just kind of on a spiritual level realize what the holdup is, or realize kind of where that behavior is coming from. Or for some of you that really, maybe you're struggling with something a little more serious, you're figuring out why you haven't heard of the right solution yet. Okay, maybe it was you kind of blocking someone, a certain doctor out because you thought that they just wouldn't be able to help you. Now you're opening up to that. Okay. Okay, so part of your healing might involve travel. I just heard that and they just made that connection. So yeah, I mean, okay, so it's the holidays for a lot of people. You know, we might be traveling for the holidays, but this might be you traveling to go see that doctor, or just travel in and of itself, you know, getting away, broadening your perspective can be very healing as well. And this says, it's Chartreuse Angel Feather Travel Plans. The angels are here to advise you that travel is coming up for you. This may be associated with work or a well-earned holiday. And I love that there's like quotation marks around travel, because that makes me think of like astral travel, which I've been doing a lot of recently. And I've been waking up just like, you know when you've astral traveled, when you wake up and you feel like you could sleep another 8 hours. You know what I mean? So there might be some really interesting things coming up, but whatever it is, it's beneficial and it's meant to teach you something or meant to heal you in some way. Again, these two cards feel very, very connected to one another. Then we have Sunlight Yellow Angel Feather. Yay! Happiness awaits. It's going to be a good month for you. The angels ask that you feel happy and optimistic. There are bright days ahead for you. Even if there are a few snafus or things that are just kind of happening for you in December, it's all good. Okay? It's building up. We're going somewhere with this, is kind of the feeling I'm getting out of this. So don't let things get you down. Don't let things kind of stress you out. There is happiness around the corner. And you might also want to work on your solar plexus as well. Again, you know, if you're around family and you tend to not get along with your family very well, you know, this could be the time where you have to really just kind of like, I'm going to focus on my bliss. I'm going to focus on my happiness. But if anybody kind of tears your self-esteem down, okay, Uriel can help you with this as well. Now, again, as most of you know, I never argue this angel does this angel does that with chakras in the body. They're all one, so they can help you with a lot of different things. And if it's not really what they're supposed to be helping you with for whatever reason, I'm sure they can refer you to the right angel, okay? Or pass it over somewhere, okay? So don't worry about that so much. But Uriel, I feel, is always about that wisdom and strength. And Michael also kind of helps with the solar plexus as well. I'm trying to think of what some other people have associated with, I don't know. But anyway, Uriel came to mind when we were talking about that, and I felt his presence. So we're going to give that to you for this month, okay? So the final card we have before we go on to the color card, and then we're going to do 2016 overview. We have Mauve Angel Feather, Courage and Faith. The angels are present and call upon you to be courageous. Draw on and trust in your deep faith, spiritual beliefs, and the angels to assist you at this time. Yeah, okay. So I think a lot of us are, you know, we feel like we've come a long way, and then someone kind of comes up and maybe makes a comment. Or we think we've come a long way, we think we found the solution, but darn it, it's just not coming together. Maybe a project you've been working on just isn't coming together. Maybe you're supposed to be taking a different approach. So have courage and faith to switch gears a little bit if you have to. Or again, if this is courage and faith around having to deal with the people around you kind of thing. So yeah, they're saying energies are mixing this month. But despite all that, I feel like there's a really good, might be a good realization that happens this month, or something gets released. Something gets released. Again, an old habit, you're broadening your mind, you're kind of opening up to your happiness. Again, work on that self-esteem, and you'll have courage and faith to pull forward, no matter what's kind of getting in your way. What this also makes me think of is like, maybe you start going after your happiness, and people are trying to be like, oh, here's everything that could go wrong with that. You have to be careful, you know. And they mean well, but it's not helpful, right? So just a little something for you to be aware of for this month. So your color card is Tangerine. Be spontaneous and have fun. The number is 17. And just look at like that bright pop of color. And that's what you should be working towards this month. You've been working hard the whole year. It's your turn to have a little bit of happiness, to have a, you know, just have some fun. Like the card says, just have a little bit of fun. But look at this. It's very like sacral chakra kind of color as well. So this is how is your emotions, this is how you experience life. It's your creativity, your spark of life kind of thing. And you're capturing that this month. Okay, so let me get organized here. Let's put this aside. And let's get your 2016 going. Oh dear, that deck is all the way over here. Excuse me, I don't want to put my big face up against the camera. Goodness. Okay. All right, so let me just focus on your sign for 2016. Okay. There were cards sticking out, but they were like, no. So I don't always, every time something falls on the floor or it sticks out, I don't always take that. I listen. Am I supposed to be pulling that? Sometimes the answer is no. Just keep going. So, all right, guys. Very cool. There's our boy Metatron. I do love Metatron. Okay, so let's start with the first card. You can approach this reading any way you like. If you want to treat it like these are quarterly messages, I'm treating it like it's one big overall story. Okay, so the first card up we have is Archangel Uriel, and it's congratulations. The answer to your question and heart's desires are resounding yes. Ah, cool. I don't even feel like I have to talk about that too much. Like, what is it that you've been wishing for? Do you get it? Yes. Yay. Now, let's say you're one of the Taurus people out there. You're like, I wanted this one particular, I'm not trying to mock you. I'm kind of mocking myself because I know I've been like this. But like, I wanted this one particular love partner and I didn't get that love partner. Well, your heart's desire might have been for true love. And maybe in your brain, your human brain, you thought true love was going to come through that person. But your actual heart's desire is true love. So they're going to like kick that person on out and be like, no, you asked for true love. I'm going to bring you something. Hang tight kind of thing. So if what you think you want isn't, my face is getting tingly, sorry. If what you thought you want isn't coming to fruition, look at that and go, and know that the universe has your back, right? So if that's not coming to culmination or whatever, it's not happening for you, step back and be like, ooh, can't wait to see what they bring me next. It's going to be good, right? So the next card we have for 2016 is Archangel Raziel. I love Raziel. I love Raziel and Metatron. I love them all. But like Raziel and Metatron especially, they're all about that intuition, that higher wisdom, that, you know, just helping you kind of understand the mysteries of the universe or whatever. So Archangel Raziel says, follow your intuition. Listen to the whisperings of your heart and you will never be led astray. Isn't that interesting? So 2016, we have this whole theme of heart's desire. Okay. And again, we were just talking like, oh, well, maybe you didn't get that job or maybe you're not getting that love that you thought you wanted, but there's some deeper heart's desire that you were putting out to the universe. And they're saying, listen to your intuition. If you're like, well, am I choosing that because I think I should want that? Am I wanting that love partner because they're beautiful and I should want someone who looks like that? Do you know what I mean? I mean, it could play out in a lot of different ways. Sorry, I just want to make sure my mic was still on. Oh, nothing's worse than getting through like a 20-minute reading and looking down and realizing, oh yeah, my sound wasn't on. Right? So anyway, if you're listening to your heart, you're tuned into your intuition, carry this throughout the entire year. You're really going to have some moments where, I don't even want to call it clarity. Like it's more like you're really in tune with your heart and you can hear your heart now. And you're seeing, okay, yeah, that person isn't good for me. Yeah, okay, this isn't the best work environment. Okay, maybe I should stop eating like that. You know, you're going to be getting all these things. But the thing is about this is it feels like it's like a nice, natural, like it's not hard. Do you understand? It's just like this nice shift. Okay, it just kind of falls into place, which is nice, isn't it? Okay, or it should fall into place unless you're resisting, and it's going to, you know, be a heck of a thing to get through, right? So, all right. So the next card we have is Archangel Uriel again, and it says Moon Energies. Now, again, every medium has their guidance that's coming in. So here we have Archangel Uriel associated with Moon Energies, but some of you may recognize Haniel as being with Moon Energies. Whatever you're comfortable with, that's what you should do, okay? And that's the angel you should be working with. Or work with them both. What harm is there in doing that, right? So, okay, it says, as the moon ebbs and flows and cycles, so does life. Welcome the quiet and noisy. Welcome the light and the dark, right? So you're a complicated being, right? So, you know, this might be a little bit of, oh, that's so funny. Oh, okay. So, sorry, I'm going to just explain this really quick. The moon, it's like, I don't even know what time it is right now. It's like 1:30 in the afternoon or 2:30 in the afternoon or something like that. Not even. I can actually see the moon a little bit out here, right outside in front of me. Is that supposed to happen? It's not even, wait, no, it's not even 1 o'clock. What time is it? I don't even know. But the moon is out there. And now we got this moon energy. I'll stop freaking out. Okay, whatever. Yeah, we got to have our moments, right? I hope you're laughing. So you're going to have your highs, you're going to have your lows this year. Just make sure that when you're having a low moment that you find something to laugh about. Find something to get distracted by. That's not to deny the things that might be going on in your world. But, you know, you don't have to swim in the negativity, okay? Remember, there's always good right around the corner. For real, okay? So the final card we have here is Archangel Metatron. Okay, Taurus people, you're supposed to be writing this year. Yes? Your thoughts, emotions, and desires deserve to be written down. And for some of you, your imagination deserves to be shared with the world. So if you don't fancy yourself a writer, that's okay. Make sure that you're using writing as a tool to further your spiritual development. That's why journaling is such a big deal, right? Or maybe you want to start a dream journal or something like that. But if you write and you have a spark of imagination, or you have a project that, you know, again, maybe for 2015 just felt like it wasn't getting off the ground. Thank you. So they're saying that your previous messages that you may have received, even about 2015, as we got into 2015, things shifted, right? We have this whole thing of free will. So that's where we were, and that was the guidance that they were giving you for 2015, whatever that was, and whoever you heard that from, okay? But then it feels like 3/4 of the way through the year, someone came in and kind of forced a hand, and it wasn't somebody, it wasn't like the angelic realm or anything like that. It's something kind of forced the hand. So there were delays, okay? Because now all of our vibrations are having to kind of be in response to that. Does that make sense? So what I'm getting at here is if you felt like your projects, like if you feel like you missed your window of opportunity, you didn't. It was sort of like all production got stopped for a moment. So you're not behind on anything. Don't lose heart. And if you need to get a project out there, and they're also saying things don't need to be perfect before you put them out there. So this also feels like 2016 can be a time of partnership, where if you are writing, or again, if you're just journaling, that's fine. But if we're talking like if you're wanting to put something out to the world, well, you're going to be working with somebody who can help sort of foster the ideas and help bring them out of you. Okay? So have a great year. How wonderful. And of course, as always, guys, I'm sending you so much love. Take care.